Hi. In my Bitter Truth of Aging series, and this is number 6, here is one I totally, absolutely agree with. Here's the statement. If you stop learning, you will fade faster. If you stop learning, you will fade faster. As I said, I thoroughly agree with this. I'm coming up to 89. In fact, by the time I post this, possibly I will be 89. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I didn't attend university. I was no brainchild. I was always in about the bottom half of the class in most subject matter as a kid. And yet, I became, probably because of a penchant for reading, a lifelong learner. And it's kept me sharp. And I think that this is one of the secrets of staying away from fading. What do I mean by fading? Well, we're talking about senility here. The obvious decline of the body, which includes the brain. But we now know nowadays that we have this neuroplasticity thing, where you can connect and develop new neural paths. And so this business about getting to a certain age and not being able to learn anymore proved to be, quite recently, untrue. So we now know that if we keep learning, and we're motivated to keep learning, then we will not fade as fast. Now, if you're motivated to keep learning, the second thing you're thinking about is, well, I can't do it well unless my body is fit and well as my mind. So the impetus there is to keep this earthly organ, the human body, fit enough to be able to do the things we want to do by using that body. Doesn't mean to say we've got to become fanatical, health fanatics. It does mean that we have to use our common sense. We can't get drunk every night like we might have used to when we were in our younger years. We will deplete our health if we do that. Lifelong learning. It will, to come back to the statement, if you stop learning, you will fade faster. But we need generally motivation. I had a cousin, died at the age of 99. We used to call him Prof for professor. He was never a professor. He was an ordinary school teacher, probably with a Bachelor of Arts. But I tell you what, even into his 90s, was sharp as a tack. A lifelong learner, willing to take up any challenge, willing to learn, say, all about the internet and everything like that, well into his 80s, or starting in his 80s. So this is the secret. Have a motivation, have a purpose, and if that purpose is strong enough and motivates you enough, and you feel passionate enough about it, you will continue to work on your mind, body and spirit, and therefore you will not fade. Being a lifelong learner, and knowing that what you're learning is going to be of use to you, not only you, but other people, perhaps other people that you love, or even the world at large. You now have something to leave behind you, something tangible, perhaps in records of some sort. If you stop learning, you will fade faster. Fair enough. Don't stop learning, and you won't fade, at least. not as quickly.